Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Nebraska's offense trots out there to open this game. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better. I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Again, makes it second and medium. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Huskers churn out another first down. Handoff to the single back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Again, makes it second and medium. He hands it off from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The 8th play of this opening drive, it's third and short. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now perhaps with a field goal attempt, the offense on the field going for it on fourth down. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. We've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. To throw, it's Raiola. Bringing pressure. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kurt, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Here comes the handoff. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
That is a 1st down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Got him for a sack, a big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. Fights through a tackle. You bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Quarterback drops back. Got him, he's sacked.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stopping the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And here comes a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
But, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the right side. Powerful running here. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be 1st down. receiver in motion now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, but let's see what that flag was about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll hand it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of the long-range field goal. First down here for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Brown. Looks to the left for a quick throw, and he pulls in the catch. That's good for a first down near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. And the quarterback keeps it here. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nebraska. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the... One. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
We're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. We'll give it to the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick throw caught on the left side.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
Second and goal for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Pass complete on a crosser. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The downfield shot is caught, but the receiver was out of bounds. Incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Buckeyes will have to kick this away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Pullman. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the...
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The downfield pass is caught, but he couldn't get a foot down. Ruled incomplete. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Cornhuskers will line up now. It's first and goal. Back to pass. It's Raiola. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's got his man open downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Game moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. And they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. And he lost it deep over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return. But the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's looking deep here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, that was beautiful.
Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Huskers will kick this deep to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. To throw, it's Brown. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Thurman. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22. The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards and a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Buckeyes come to the line with first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Great job in the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll give it to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? He has first down yardage at the 46.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Brown. This time, a completion. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That completion sets up a third down play. It's a run. Running back's got it. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Here's the second down play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The pocket breaking down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Short pass finds the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to throw yet again. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Long enough and good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. The Cornhuskers are looking to keep this drive going.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fidone. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man runs out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Brown. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the defense look slow that time.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting. The yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down here for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Crucial third down play coming up. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on fourth down. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting to an impressive victory. The Cornhuskers will have first and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Johnson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 25-yard line.
Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
It seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Of course,